Welcome back, learner of Java. Before we dive into the math methods that we can go through, I did want to ask your help. Please hit the like button to expand our reach and get new eyeballs here on Skilled Apple. Thank you very much for your help. Now, using math methods in Java, it is possible to use more advanced methods beyond just basic arithmetic. And this is by using the math class that is already included in Java Standard Package. If you're not sure what Java Standard Package is, that just means if you've installed Java, you have this. If you already, you have this. That's basically what that means. You don't need to import anything. And like the scanner, you would need to import, you would not need to import this. It's important to know, in order to use these math methods, the programmer, who is you, must always use math dot before calling a method. Now, this might not make sense. I'm going to show you an example. Actually, this kind of is just like scanner, like the scanner method. So an example of a math method being invoked is shown below. So math.square root of 4. Now, this is very important. If you don't put the math.square root of 4, it doesn't know. Its square root is not just like a magical thing that Java knows until you put math, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's the magical thing I know. So dot square root is obviously used to find a square root, and the 4 inside of the parentheses is used as an argument for the method to input what is known, or excuse me, to know what it is square rooting. I couldn't get that out. So yeah, and just to let you know, an argument, so that's that 4, and an argument's always inside parentheses. All it means is like input value that the method will use. So that's also called an argument. They're the same thing. And here's a list of 3 commonly used methods from the math class. We have math square root, which is obviously used to find the square root. Math.pow, and that takes in 2 arguments. X would be the one that you want to raise, and Y would be the value you want to raise it by. So if we put 3 and 2, it would be 3 to the 2, which would be what, 9? I don't know. I'm not good at math, but you could check my work. And let's go to 3, and that would be the absolute value. And this, of course, just takes a negative number and removes the negative sign. There are many, and I mean many more methods available, from logs to, I mean, I'm just going to use logs. You get it. There's a lot. And you can always Google just math methods on Java. And I would say there's a 99% chance that they have exactly the math method that you're looking for. So let's take a look at these math methods in use. So here's an example. And we want to find the area of an equilateral triangle. So we're going to make 2 variables here. We're going to do double, which is triangle side. We're going to set that to 10.0. Let's do another double, and we'll call it triangle area. And this will be math.pow, triangle side 2. So again, that's going to take triangle side and raise it to the 2nd power, times the square root of 3 over 4. Now notice how it looks a little ridiculous, but this is the way to do it. And so system.out.printf, and then the area of the triangle is triangle area, and then now we can actually run this real quick, and let's do that. Run. And you can see the area of the triangle is 43.3. Now, I'm sure you don't know what the area of this triangle is just off the top of your head, but you can always check it with an online calculator, and you will see that this is indeed correct. And that's using just the included math properties in Java. So you can make your own math calculator. That's a fun project, by the way. I've done it. It's really fun. And I really want to make another one. Maybe I'll do that on the channel one day. Let me know if you would like to see a math calculator type of video, and we can make one together. All right. Anyways, as you can see, we were easily able to calculate the area of an equilateral triangle thanks to the math methods available in Java. Something worth noting is that you can use the math methods inside of other math methods. So if that doesn't really make sense, here's another example. Let's make a double. We'll call it x, and we'll set it to negative 4.0. And let's make a double. We'll call it y. We'll take the square root of the math.absolute value of x. See how there's a method nested inside of the other method. So this is still going to work. And that's a beautiful thing. Oh, is this supposed to be here? I don't know what. I don't think that's supposed to be there. All right. And we'll do system.out, the square root. And I'm sorry, I don't know where that parentheses went. The absolute value. And let's run it again and see if that worked. And as you can see, the absolute value of the square root is 2.0, which of course is correct because it would just be 4.0, square root of 4. Everyone knows that it is 2. All right, so you've seen how the math methods work. And again, I want you to test out your skill here, but remember to look up all the different things that you could use if you ever need it. Like if you're ever making a program that needs advanced math methods, look at the math method on Google, get the documentation. Don't just go to Stack Overflow, please. Just look it up yourself. You'll learn way better. Comprehension check time. Here is the question. How would you finish this code to complete the side of a square? And I'll give you the hint in case you don't know how to do that. To find a side, you need to take the square root. So we'll do the square side. Now, this is what you're trying to find, is the double square side. And here's what I'm going to give you. Double square area equals 36.0. With that, give me the answer. I give you 5 seconds, and I'll see you back in 5 seconds. Make sure to pause the video and try it out. All right, 5 seconds have passed, and here is the answer. So the square side needs to equal the math.square root of the square area. And then we could just print that out, and you can see the sides are a square side in length, and we'll just go ahead and run that for funsies. And as you can see, the sides are 6.0 in length, and that is the answer, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out the playlist in the description down below. Continue to learn Java. Don't stop learning. Become a lifelong learner. It's a lot of fun, I promise you. And I will talk to you guys later.